Some big news just came out that directly affects John Cena, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also see what's going on with Dominik Mysterio, Ricochet, and more. Starting things off with John Cena. John Cena's been on a full-time run with WWE over the last few months, mostly due to the actor strike and him having all of his newly found free time. Cena was always booked to appear on WWE television up until Crown Jewel, and wasn't really scheduled for any dates after that. But the big question everyone had was if more potential dates could be added to John Cena's run if the actor strike continued past Crown Jewel. Well, it looks like that question and concern won't be answered because as of November 9th, 2023, the actor strike was resolved and lifted. Hollywood is back in full go from both the writing and acting side of things, and that obviously affects John Cena's status and everything that was up in the air there. During the Fastlane press conference, John Cena made it extremely clear that he would be gone from WWE the second the strike was over, because he was right in the middle of a project that was being filmed when the strike first started. So they expected him back on the set immediately, and that's a big obligation that he must comply to. The timing of everything was just perfect for Cena's exit though. He really couldn't have timed it more perfectly. He just had a brutal beatdown from Solo Sikoa, and that appears to be how he's going out for the time being. It really would have been unfortunate if Cena was right in the middle of a story and had to go because of the strike being over. So at least he was fully able to wrap up his WWE story before his departure. But with filming being back in the full swing of things and having to catch up on a lot of lost months due to the strike, it may be a while until we see John Cena in the WWE ring again. Dominik Mysterio and his real-life fiancée, Marie Juliette, went viral this week for their recent social media post. Dominik and Marie took to Instagram to share a post about their 12-year anniversary with each other. They even shared some new WWE backstage pictures together. They went viral because fans are obviously so used to seeing Dominik and Rhea Ripley together in WWE television that they often forget Dominik is with someone else in real life. Dominik and Marie have been together since they were both 14 years old. They said they met at high school Spanish class, how it was love at first sight, and they've been together ever since. And that's why their 12-year anniversary post really made some serious waves amongst the community. As far as things with Dominik Mysterio on WWE television go, he's still the NXT North American champion, and his relationship with his on-screen partner Rhea Ripley also seems to be perfectly intact. Rhea and Dominik never really had any issues with each other. The only time where conflict was lightly teased there between them was for those few days that Dominik had lost the NXT North American title to Trick Williams. Rhea told Dominik that he better get the title back or not come back home to her. And Dominik did get the title back, so everything was back to being peaceful there. Dominik will also be taking part in his first ever War Games match at this year's Survivor Series, and he continues to play a big role in NXT all at the same time. So Dominik's schedule should continue to be jam-packed. The Undertaker originally went extremely viral for some controversial comments he made back in 2021, where he shared his thoughts and opinions that the current WWE locker room is extremely soft when compared to the locker rooms of his era. Undertaker's comments there about comparing both locker rooms really went viral and split everyone up into two groups. One group that agreed and sided with The Undertaker, and the other group that disagreed with what he was saying. Well, now, 2 years after he made those comments, Undertaker is revisiting the conversation that he started and is now saying that he was wrong for what he said in 2021. While speaking on the 6 Feet Under podcast, quote, "It's amazing now, all the protocols that are in place were treated today like NFL players, NBA players, Major League Baseball guys. There are lists of protocols that you have to clear once you get injured before you get back in the ring. Back in the day, we didn't have trainers that traveled with us. If somebody had a roll of white athletic tape, that was the trainer because he had something that you could possibly use. Nowadays, we have 2 or 3 trainers that travel. We have doctors that travel, concussion protocols. I have to be honest, for me, it was hard to accept that at first because it was, aw man, everything is getting soft now. I appreciated that badge of honor, as silly as that sounds. It was hard for me to accept that. Man, our business is getting soft. It wasn't getting soft, it was getting smarter. I'm glad that I was a part of the generation that led into that, because today, you see the referee and they throw the X up, you know something bad has happened. You're not going to get a bunch of blood in the ring. If somebody is concussed or injured to a point, the match is going to stop and the athletes are going to be treated the way they need to be. Even with all that going on, the wear and tear and the risk of injury is crazy." End quote. So The Undertaker is admitting that he was wrong for what he said and how the business wasn't getting softer. It's actually getting smarter for the protocols with how everything is changing up. Same thing goes with other sports outside of wrestling. All sports were way more physical and aggressive, but players' health and well-being are taken way more into consideration now in modern day than it used to be back then, to Undertaker's point. So everything is getting more safer and smarter, and you can't be upset with that at all. And speaking of this topic about protecting talent, a situation related to the same matter just happened on the November 6th edition of Raw. Big news broke out this week that massive confusion was taking place during the Fatal 4-Way match to determine the #1 contender for the WWE Intercontinental title. Reports claim that the match was supposed to include a controversial finish that would have featured a double pin of Ivar and The Miz, both getting successful 3 counts on separate men to end the match. However, the finish was ruined when Ricochet kicked out at 2, when he was originally supposed to stay down for the 3 count. Ricochet kicked out, causing so much confusion for the referee, who wasn't expecting that to happen. But The Miz was ruled the undisputed winner since the double pin finish didn't end up working because of the off-script kickout. Ricochet was never confirmed to suffer a concussion, but reports claim that he did enter the protocol and allegedly has trouble recalling most of the match, but that he's still okay. So just a scary situation there for Ricochet. The fact that the finish was ruined obviously isn't that important at all. What's more important is the well-being of Ricochet, and thankfully he appeared to be good following that incident there. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.